Welcome back to Dragon Age, everybody. Let us continue. Why am I injured? Hey, heal me.
You bet. Bad spot. Move.
Bad spot? If you say so. It's like sometimes you spawn into this area and there's bad guys, and sometimes there's not. I don't know what the deal with that is.
Hey, where'd you learn to cook?
I had to. We all did, kind of. All of my clan, I mean. If it's winter and the hunts aren't going well, we learn to make a meal out of anything.
Couldn't you just buy food? That's what we did. My mother didn't know how to garden.
Didn't always have the coin. We're not exactly known for our wealth. And, you know, even with the money, people wouldn't always sell to us.
That's messed up.
Yeah, Anno is another one, or I guess I should say Anno 1800 is another game that I would love to put more time into. Funny enough, there's a new Anno coming out this year. Probably going to be a fall release at this point, but I'm curious to see what they're going to do. I really liked 1800, but I have that on the Ubisoft launcher. I will mention here real quick, and this is mostly for the YouTube people. This section I've technically already partially done. I had a weird thing happen where this entire area was like full of bad guys. We spent a lot of time going through this area, looting it, finding the chests, and all that stuff. And then I had a game crash, and it completely reset all my progress. So this is like the second or third time that I've actually done this. But we basically, I had left off like right here. So I gotta think about what I'm doing here. Enter thy treasure room. Do I go down this way? Probably. All right. What's this say? Bum-ba-da-dum. Upgrade all the stuff that I already have. Okay. We might be actually ready to talk to Solus now. Alright, give me something good. A bow. Wow, is that the... Oh, there we go. Oh, it's a rapier. Well, is it any good? The one I have is pretty good. Okay. So it's doing necrotic damage. So this weapon leeches health on hit. You no longer gain health from potions or companions. It's not bad. Unfortunately, the one that I have is better. It is better by, like, a lot. Listen to Varric. Don't touch that red lyrium. I would never. Oh, that's interesting. Hipfire damage. What's this armor that I got over here? Oh, that was the upgrade. It technically has more defense, but... Alright, you got some skill points. What are we working on? Dragonfire Strike. What do we have here for the two options? The shockwave on impact has a reduced radius but adds 2 stacks of burning. Or offhand attack deals 50% additional physical damage on top of the damage. Let's go Stroke the Flames. Okay, so let's go to here, and let's go to here. Okay, yeah, we're on to main quest. Which I feel like we haven't done in a while. Now, before we do that, though, does anybody want to talk? Okay, there's there's 2 conversations. Yeah, I suppose we better do those first. Just in case.
Hey, you up for drinks? I'm taking Ballara to the Hilt for drinks with the Lords of Fortune. You should come. Isabella's paying.
Sounds fun. I'm in.
Well, chat, looks like we have some more quests to do first. I am going to get every quest out of this before we talk to Solus again, and the game just keeps adding more. Now we're going to go drinking. That sounds like a very short thing. We'll see what this other one is way over here. Oh, can I upgrade you, by the way? Are you, like, maxed?
Manifestation.
Not quite. Okay.
Another day.
I thought you were talking to the Griffin.
This smells amazing. Does all coffee smell like this? Or just the stuff you make?
Coffee has a distinct aroma, if that's what you're asking.
Sorry. It was really rare where I grew up. And expensive.
He worked at Starbucks. He knows all the secrets.
Try everything once, that's what I say.
I want to, but sometimes I just like having what I like.
Nothing wrong with that. So, Harding, what do you think?
It's... delicious.
Really selling it, Harding.
Hey, Hey, I've known some liars, and I am definitely not it. And this stuff, it's good. It's warm.
I won't be upset if you don't like coffee.
He really wouldn't.
I know, but sorry. It's just this thing I do sometimes.
Acting so people will like you?
It sounds terrible when you say it like that. I know I don't need to do it. I just do.
Well, everyone you know seems to like you, so you're good.
Good job, Lace.
You must have been pretty tiny as a child.
Where'd that come from?
A tiny dwarven girl in a land of large human farmers.
Oh, yeah. I probably learned pretty quick that things worked out better if people liked me. If they agreed with me, or I agreed with them.
Some people like cream or sugar in their coffee.
Maybe coffee just isn't my thing.
That's why you gotta spice it up. Some people like their coffee cold. I know, crazy, right? Okay. Let's figure out where we're gonna go drinking. Was it... Where was it at? Here. Alright, Balara. Actually... I want to check this vendor here real quick, just for kicks. I would like to max out all the factions, but if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen in this playthrough.
Oh, everything here is curse-free. Guaranteed.
I don't believe you. Okay, there's 227. Hey, we can rank you up now. Done. Alright, what do you got for me? Ooh, so yeah, what is this? Alright, so 150 defense, good. Stagger damage down. Stagger duration. Takedown damage. On takedown, gain gold and whatever glorious. So that's not terrible. It's not a bad chess piece. This I will take. This looks like something that Craven the Hunter would wear. Okay, so there's nothing. Actually, this might be an upgrade for her. Let's buy that. Let's check that one as well. Party rally. No, that's no good. Okay, we got that. All right, I think we're good.
Catch you at the hilt.
So, Tash pries the enormous ruby out of the statue's eye socket. Except then it wakes up, and now it's real pissed that it's missing an eye.
Oh, my.
What kind of statue was this?
Big snake.
Like, the size of a horse?
30 feet tall. Had the size of a wagon.
How'd you get up there?
They carved the scales. Made okay handholds.
And now we've got a giant, angry, one-eyed snake statue trying to swallow Tash whole.
Wait, how does that work? Where would they go? Did it have a stomach?
Wait for it.
Best part is, while Tash is pounding that snake's nose, she's still holding the ruby in her other hand. Maker's panties, I was so proud.
Oh,
Ah, shit. They're still holding it. Sorry.
What are you doing?
Pulling a barb.
Oh. Okay.
a barv.
Tradition in the Lords of Fortune, from one of our old members, Barv. Good guy, but like most of us, his plans went sideways a lot. Bad blood among your crew's not good for morale, but there's not always time for big, drawn-out apologies. So, when one of us screws up and we know we've screwed up, we do a quick 10 to put it right. Pulling a Barv. Oh, there we go.
Chat, everybody, give me 20.
I'm glad the Lords of Fortune have Tarsh's back.
Oh, Tarsh isn't the first non-binary member of the Lords.
Really?
It was a little before your time, but Horlicks was one of ours. Huh. Bastard looked better than I did in a dress or pants. And out of them, too.
Bazing!
That's a nice rule. We could try it on our team.
At least you'd get a workout.
Ouch.
I didn't expect the Lords to care about the stuff. Me being non-binary.
Kirkwall taught me about family. If it matters to you, it matters to me. I mean, to the, Lords.
Oh. Thanks.
Anyway, where was I? So, there Tarsh is, thigh-deep in a snake's maw and still holding the giant ruby in one hand. I yell that we'll get them out of there, and Tarsh just yells back, "Get up its ass! I'll meet you in the middle!"
Okay, the stomach I get, but did it really have
Hey, who ate the last breaded cheese wand?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I guess I thought, well, I don't know what.
It's fine.
No, they're your favorite.
A breaded cheese wand? Where do I obtain one of these?
I think Tarsh will survive, Balara.
No, Rook. Tosh loves cheese wands.
Tarsh loves everything. Nothing like running down dragons to build up an appetite.
It's the fire breathing. I have to eat more to build up stuff in my gut.
I know what I have to do. I'm pulling a barv.
Oh boy.
1, 2, 3.
Heart's in the right place. Form's a little sloppy, though.
Bend your knees.
Straighten your back. Now she's like, I'm not going to be able to cast spells for the next 2 days. My arms hurt. All right. Back to the lighthouse. Does anybody else want to talk to me? These two are up to no good.
Balara, I'm sorry about Syrian.
It's hard. At least I got to talk to him at the end. The real him.
That's something. But I'm sure it still hurts. Anything happened to Hassan.
Cherish him while you can.
That's the truth.
All right, everybody, here we go.
The Dalish prisoners escaped safely?
We got them away free and clear.
Good. Whatever my frustrations with them, it feels good to have helped my people again. Thank you for allowing me to help. A chance to infuriate Elganon was a reminder of simpler times.
You and Elganon were really tearing into one another back there.
I needed to goad him to anger in order to distract him. But yes, while all of the Evanuris were monsters in their own ways, Elganon was the worst. Or perhaps it is more honest to say that his were the faults I've found most objectionable. You have met him now, heard his voice hammering at the doors of your mind, and you have met me. Can you see how he and I might frustrate one another?
The way the two of you argued, it didn't feel like enemies. It felt like family.
How so?
Family knows you better than anyone, and that can be good or bad.
I had not thought of it that way. But yes, we had centuries to stoke the fires of our hatred. I saw his rise to tyranny coming, and could not stop it. And he saw me disrupt his plans for Dominion time and time again.
All right. I can see how you and Elganon would hate each other.
He has always been what I most feared becoming. Callous and uncaring, his arrogance unchecked. To have that much power and no one to remind him that he could be wrong.
Well, he had you.
And I suppose I had you.
You said you found the Dalish frustrating. Why is that?
It is unfair to them. I lived for thousands of years, and after I imprisoned the Evanuris, I slept for thousands more. I awoke in a world that had forgotten the ancient times almost entirely. And those who tried to remember Elven history, like the Dalish, had gotten so much wrong.
I suspect them calling Elganon and Gillenane and all the rest gods didn't go over well with you.
Indeed. To see that the history the Dalish worked so hard to preserve was the propaganda of tyrants was vexing. I tried to explain the truth to one clan. When I convinced them that I was truly Fen'Harel, they attacked me. After that, I hid my explanations behind the facade of having witnessed events in the Fade.
And the Fade is the realm of dreams. Hard to present that as evidence.
Yes. The Dalish had no reason to believe me. I could only watch as they continued to worship Elganon. Though we may have seen the last of that tradition, at least.
We would have had a hard time getting out of there without your help.
I did not spend this long preparing you only to lose you to Elganon's machinations. No, I am sorry. That was poorly said. You have earned better from me.
Okay.
When we first met, I saw you only as a foolishly confident child who disrupted my plans. You were an irritant. I gave you information to oppose Elganon out of necessity, but I expected you to be nothing more than a tool. Seeing you with your team, I was wrong.
Nice.
I appreciate you saying that. Couldn't have been easy.
The only thing worse than being wrong is realizing it, but being afraid to change. Elganon's pride is no greater than mine, but he denies any failure on his part, and I at least try to acknowledge my mistakes. Your team trusts you, and you listen to them. It is impressive and enviable. You work together with a camaraderie it took me centuries to build in my rebellion.
So what do we do next?
Elganon and Gillenane are preparing the dagger they will use for their ritual to pierce the veil. Elganon's power is tied to light and darkness. He will need to perform a ritual during the next eclipse.
That gives us some time to prepare.
It is likely to be your last chance to do so. You must be ready for whatever comes. For this world and for the team that trusts you. I know that you will do everything in your power not to fail them.
Think we're already good to go?
So now
Flashbang.
Elganon's recovered his own archdemon, and the gods only need an eclipse to complete their dagger.
We saved the Dalish, though. That's important.
But now Elgernon's immortal, so long as his archdemon lives.
And we all know how hard those things are to kill.
We killed Razikale, didn't we?
After losing hundreds of wardens, and it took a centuries-old trap to do it. We don't have either of those. Not anymore.
Just when you think the tide's in your favor, it turns right back.
Okay. We always knew this was going to be hard, right? And yeah, maybe it's a little harder now. More than a little. But either we stop this, or all of Thedas falls. So we see it through. All the way. Because no one else is going to.
Nice speech, Rook. But it's hard to complete a contract if you don't know where the target is.
We found the gods before.
Not without help, we didn't.
So we get help again. We've got allies everywhere now.
Did the Veil Jumpers find any traces of where Elganon and his archdemon went?
No. Venatori started swarming the area right after we left, and they had to leave.
The crows may have something. The Antam are moving large quantities of supplies out of the city. Weapons, armor, gatlock. And several storehouses worth of food, what little we had left. It's enough to feed the Antam Navy for 3 months. Or all of Treviso for 6 weeks.
Given the timing, it seems unlikely to be a coincidence.
Wherever those supplies are headed, that's likely where we'll find the gods. Any more details from the crows, Lucanus?
They said the Antam have long work ahead. We have time. Also, Biago would like a meeting. At your earliest convenience. From him, that means important, but not yet urgent.
We've got options for what we do next. Figuring out where the Antam are taking those supplies should put us on the gods' trail. That said, the Venatori aren't up to anything good in Minrathous.
Not to complicate things, but the Inquisitor also wants to meet Rook.
Right. With everything she's been doing in the south, we owe her an update.
I'll let her know.
Today could have gone better, but it could have gone much worse. We fought off the Venatori and rescued the Dalish. That's a win by any standard. Rest up. And be ready to go. Next time the gods appear, let's make sure it's the last.
It's too bad that I can't go and fix the Inquisitor. What's this madness? All right. Okay, so nobody wants to talk. We just got to go and do our thing, it looks like. I'm going to go meet with the Inquisitor first. That sounds like the play here. Yeah, let's go do this. So we'll take Valara and Nev.
I just got news from Ventus. Venatori activities.
You spend far too much time here, Dorian.
This is where all my favorite people are. Besides, I have news, and every messenger bird I've met is dreadful at nuance.
Magister Parvus, It's good to see you again.
At least someone appreciates my presence.
You're our eyes in the Magisterium. If someone spots you here...
Yes, I know. Can't be spotted with the shadow dragons. You worry too much, May.
Well, what do you have for us?
The cult lost people in Arlethan, and leadership has fallen to Knight Commander Lenos. He aims to bring the city to its knees.
But Minrathous is already falling apart.
I know. While the Varantis' attack on the city could have been much worse, the people's fear in the aftermath is palpable.
And the rumors about the Archon are true. He's dead. Assassinated during the Dragon's rampage. The palace has tried to keep the news from spreading until a new Archon steps up.
And no one has?
No one dares. Not with the Venatori circling like vultures. The risen gods are preparing for something big. And for that, they need fear. Chaos.
Preparing for something big. I don't like the sound of that. We barely got out of Weishaupt alive, and we needed Solas's help in Arlethan.
And that's why we need to know what the Venatori are preparing for. Lenos is the key to all of it. First, we stop what he's planning for Minrathous.
And then we find out what the gods are preparing for.
Let's hope it stays that simple. One of Lenos' Venatori associates is often at the Cobbled Swan. Let's see what we can get from him.
We? Dorian, you can't be going yourself.
It's the Swan. Everyone goes to the Swan.
I'll head out right now. We really need to figure out the God's big plan. Dorian thinks Knight Commander Lenos is part of it. So let's track him down first.
Wait, what's this? That's probably been there the entire time, and I just never noticed it.
Hi there, Luke.
Alright, so I've got you maxed out already, so we're good to go. Do I need to buy anything from here? I don't think so. You do have this. I'll buy that. Okay.
Come back soon. We'll have more.
We gotta go meet the Inquisitor, and then we gotta go do the other thing. Oh, I've been down here before. Actually, are both quests here or just the one?
How well do you know Maevaris?
By reputation, she's been a prominent politician for a long time, and a hero to boot. We don't work together much, but from what I've seen, she's earned the good name.
We probably shouldn't keep Dorian waiting too long.
I mean, I always find it funny in these games. It's like the entire world is at stake. It's like, okay, so where's all the other heroes at? Where's Hawk? Where's the hero of Ferelden? Where are these people?
These meetings can't be good for business. I'm here, Inquisitor. It isn't just Inquisitor, is it? You were someone before that.
Clan Llewellyn. We try to be no one you've heard of. Morrigan is holding a perimeter. We're alone. Tell me what Solas did at Elganon's ritual.
Sounds like you already know.
I need to hear it from you.
See, the one thing I do find interesting about this is... So according to BioWare, is this the canon Inquisitor then? It's a female elf with like red hair, essentially? I'm listening to the music. It's very, very light, but the Inquisition theme is playing in the background. Like, I can barely hear it.
Elganon raised his archdemon. Solus got us out of there. We saved a lot of people.
You sound grateful.
Why not? He really did help.
It seems so. He's always thinking about where it ends. How many of his names do you know? God of Lies, Dreadwolf, Fen'Harel. They're titles he earned from enemies, followers, and fractured history. He and I shared another name. Vanan.
Elven for heart.
For my heart. You've spoken to him in your dreams. You felt the power of that mind. His love could burn against me like a bonfire. He seemed so kind, and wise, and sad, and looked at me as if I somehow mattered more than anything around us. For a time, I thought I would have followed anywhere he asked me to.
Okay, so it's also canon that you romance him. Okay, got it.
Did he try to get you to come with him on his quest to tear down the Veil?
No. In fact, he forbade me to join him. He said he didn't want me to see what he would become. But that wasn't quite the truth. He's a terrible liar.
He's the god of lies, Inquisitor.
Tricks and treachery, yes. Lies of the heart? No. He forbade me to join him because I might have changed his mind. And then he left enough clues for us to follow anyway.
Hold on. You think he wanted you to stop him?
His name is Solus. It means pride. Perhaps he couldn't change his mind himself and hoped that someone else could help him. Or maybe I'm the prideful one. Imagining his broken heart so that I never have to face my folly. That I loved someone who made such grave mistakes. That I might love him still.
You almost sound like you're ready to join him in that prison in the Fade.
To give up the world for him? No. We've got to save it first. But after? If there were a way? If he felt the same? If I could leave the world behind and just have him? I don't know.
Okay, so let's look at these decisions here. He's not good for you. The Inquisitor will not be willing to reunite with Solus. You deserve happiness. The Inquisitor will be willing to reunite with Solus. You were good for him. The Inquisitor will be willing. And then he wouldn't want that for you. No. Okay, so we got 2 yeses and 2 nos.
One thing I've learned in this job is that the people I need the most are people who can tell me when I'm wrong.
We all need that sometimes.
It sounds like that's what you were for Solus. If the two of you were better people together, and you were happy too.
I was.
This is all hypothetical anyway. He's trapped in the Fade with no way out.
He's surprised us before. But enough about me. Tell me about you and Bellara.
What? Who? How?
Morrigan has eyes everywhere.
Of course she does.
We haven't even done anything yet.
It's really great what the Shadow Dragons are doing for the city. Still too many people here, though. For me, at least.
We probably shouldn't keep Dorian waiting too long. There's Dorian.
There's Lenos's associate. According to the shadows watching him, he's nervous and doesn't talk much, but does odd jobs for coin. Interesting, yes? I'll draw him off, you check his belongings, see if you can discover any clues about Lenos's plan.
Wait, where? Oh, here we go.
Mostly gone. Warm. I don't even know what this is. Ale? Looks like he's been nursing it a while. Half-eaten stale bread, water flask, muddy socks, and this map. Minratha's targets. That doesn't sound good. The bedroll. It's definitely seen better days. And it's damp. Sleeping out in the rain.
Nobody likes a damp bedroll.
Rook, I don't suppose you know someone who can take 10 high-quality broken mage staffs off my hands?
Broken?
Yeah, the guy who brought them in, he's new.
How's business?
Oh, spectacular! We're nervous and scaring off my customers. You'd be bored without me. Rook, here to shop? Or digging into Docktown's secrets?
Both.
Lenos intends to destroy the city with Blight and Darkspawn.
Carthus. Nothing like an attack to cause chaos in a city. You should head there immediately.
All right, let's go.
Trouble coming.
Hello, friends.
Fight on for your masters! Time for a fight!
Goodbye.
The defiance is impossible!
Your lives are ending!
Got us at a distance!
Alright, I want these casters gone.
Your strength
Hold. Give me a blizzard up here.
becomes mine!
Stop dying, fools!
They crumble before us!
I can't see what I'm doing.
To the left!
Great Valara!
Thank you!
I'm ready.
Oh, we got crystals over here anyway.
Well, look at that.
There's a crate around here somewhere.
For sure.
Oh, there it is. I can just jump that, right? Oh, I think I'm supposed to go up from that side. Yep. All right. Bubbles down. Dragon? That doesn't sound good.
Trouble coming.
By the way, chat, something that you guys might be interested in. Because earlier when we were going through your guys' games, you know, a lot of you guys played Baldur's Gate 3. There is a mod that is currently in the works. It's going to be a multi-part mod that is essentially an expansion for the game. And the expansion, I was watching a video on it earlier on like a guy who's been testing it. And he says it is the best mod that has been created for Baldur's Gate 3. And it's basically the same quality as if the devs were to do it. But it's a straight on story-based expansion. With like full cutscenes, full VO, full everything. And I think he said in the video that it's going to be split into 3 parts, and the first part is now out. And it's like between 1 and 2 hours of new story content for the game. It's called like the something ball or something like that. But it's like, yeah, if you're interested in jumping into a brand new Baldur's Gate 3 story, like, download that mod and check it out. Yeah, he was saying, like, it's like one of the most impressive things he's ever seen. I'm very curious as to how they did the voice acting. Well, hello there.
Company, get ready.
All right, give me the old 1-2 punch here.
You bet.
Oh, Rook, proud of you.
Actually, what was that direct? Oh, well, hold on. So now I'm like second guessing myself a little bit. I'm like, well, maybe I should go this way. Yeah, I guess there was a chest back here. The Band of Smoke. What's that do? Oh, it's all cold damage. Why would they call it the Band of Smoke? You would think it would have something to do with, like, stealth or... I don't know. You're casting fog cloud or something. I don't know.
Something tore through these gates. Something big.
Oh, buddy. Legendary ring. Well, now I gotta look at that real quick. Is that actually better than the rings I'm using? So, well, the one ring I have is defense, and I'm not giving that one up. Hold on, let me go to this guy here. Oh, okay, this other one is all my necrotic damage. That's gonna be hard to give up. So 10% weapon damage, 10%, and then 15% weapon critical and weak point damage, 25 armor. And man, that one's also pretty good. Can I have a third? I have more fingers. Can I not just wear more rings? That one is very good. Oh yeah, I should check your stuff here real quick since we bought you upgraded stuff anyway.
Watch out! I bet this darkspawn was what tore through the gates.
All right, take him.
You got it.
Hold on, let me get over there. Let me get over there. Let me get over there. Well, I tried to knock that one guy off the edge. Ice them down. Wait, what are you guys fighting? Oh.
Great job, Rook.
Spin to win.
Right on, Nev. Oh, we did it!
More blights in the way.
Yay, I love Blight.
That did it. We can get through now.
Even more. How are there so many? Rain!
Would you look at Rook?
Look at me. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. There we go.
Oh, nicely done, Rook.
That knockback rune is
Everything's crumbling down
the best.
here. Might be tricky to get out.
At least a dozen people have been lost trying to map this place. But I've mentioned that. Not enough. Look for another blight boil.
Find the blight boils. We need to clear the way and keep pushing. We got it. Way should be clear.
Something's gonna jump out of that water. Oh, I was gonna mention, and this is mostly GT will know about this, but I was reading the dev blog from the Solasta devs. They released some screenshots. Solasta, just visually, Solasta 2 is gonna look so much better than Solasta 1. I think like the environments in Solasta 1 were fine, but the characters were pretty below average for the time. I think the characters are gonna look so much better. I wonder if they would ever update the
Shadow Dragons? How did you find this place? Venatori, to me! Do you think you've won? Do you think you can stop the Venatori? All the risen gods?
I won't give up.
I was gonna say, I wonder if they would ever do an upgrade of the first game.
This to them. You got it. Or to you.
The Shadow Dragons have brought nothing but chaos to the city.
At least we're not trying to blight it. Got us from a distance. Got us at range. Watch it.
To me and obey.
Got company to the left.
We join and destroy.
It's blizzard time. Hit it.
Not too bad.
Ready for a follow-up. Good one. Ranged.
Man, stop teleporting.
You bet.
That's one less corrupt Templar in Minrathous.
Can't say he'll be missed.
Let's look around, see what we find.
There's a nug on his desk. Does that count? Hey, Mox, how's it going? Ooh, that's gonna be a legendary upgrade.
The Risen God's ritual. That's what the gods in the Venatori are preparing for.
Well, did that upgrade to something really, really nice? I want to say I was using that before. Yeah, I was using that before. Gain health and ultimate when using a duration ability while at least 2 advantages are active. I don't think it's better than the unique I have.
These star charts predict an eclipse to make magic stronger.
So that's the play. A ritual performed under an eclipse to strengthen its power.
Apparently there's still more stuff here to find. Like another note or something.
Lenos's documents. They detail the Venatori's long-term plans and what they want to do to Tevinter. All this, the ritual, the eclipse, and the Venatori plans, we have to bring this to the Shadow Dragons immediately.
We should tell the Shadow Dragons what we found.
Thanks. It just teleported us right there.
Evil old gods, rituals, waiting for the stars. It's about as Tevinter as blood magic and hubris. Learning about the gods' plans is wonderful, of course. But the lists of magisters you got your hands on, now there's the real gold.
You've looked at it already. Of course you have.
Information on their backers, the ties to illegal slavery. Don't you see what this means?
This is power, May. Imagine becoming Archon and using this against those who've been hurting the people for years.
You, on the throne? Dorian.
Tell me that wouldn't be a splendid way to bring about real change.
Changing Tevinter, helping people. If we can get something good out of all this, I'm for it.
You've given us an opening, Rook, and believe me, we shall seize upon it.
But how would you use this information exactly?
Dorian wants to use it to crush our enemies by whatever means necessary. I prefer to use it to rally the people. I say we make the information known. Allow the people to see the real justice served. Prove that from now on, we work for them.
We tried that already. Or have you forgotten the Lucerni? I no longer trust that political machine will work in our favor. No. We must get at the root of the problem before they can react. A more forceful approach. Destroy them and their networks utterly.
Swords and spies and blackmail? The devious means you learned in the South? If we go outside the system, we invite everyone else to do the same. No, we have to do this in the open. Show the people of Tevinter that we're here for them.
We're Shadow Dragons. It's right there in the name. You supported this because you knew the system didn't work for the people.
The point was to work in the shadows until we could work in the light. And Rook has brought us what we need.
May, the Imperium's politics burned you once and you still...
Enough. We're not the only ones who have a stake in this. Rook, you have been instrumental in all this. Which strategy do you prefer?
I mean, I know which one I'm doing, but...
What sort of change are you trying to achieve?
For a start, slavery. Abhorrent. It needs to go no more.
And Tevinter has been ruled by the Altus Mages for all of its history. That must change. The Zoparati, non-mages, deserve a say in their own governance.
And all that's just the beginning of what will undoubtedly be a long journey.
Shouldn't you be on the same side?
We are on the same side. We both know what Tevinter needs. How best to get it, that's the question.
If we went with Dorian's plan, I'd support it fully. But we won't, because he'll come around and realize that I'm right.
And I'd absolutely back you up on that, if you were right, which you aren't.
We'll see.
Will we?
It's interesting that this right here is something I can skip.
Nevaris, you really believe making this evidence public will work?
Dorian wants to work behind the scenes, but once again, it's the Magisters and Highbloods pulling the Imperium's strings. That doesn't inspire. It's a tactic used by our enemies. We need to show Tevinter that we can be different.
Unless they find some way to bury it? Or leverage their wealth, power, and status as they often have before?
Politics is a long game. If we use force against our enemies, our allies will remember it.
Okay, never mind. So this was a purely question thing. I thought this was me choosing a decision.
Dorian, Are you really suggesting violent revolution?
Not necessarily. Sometimes a mere threat of violence is sufficient.
He learned that from his friends in the south. I hear Ferelden settled a succession crisis with a duel.
It worked. Astoundingly.
We're not Ferelden.
I'm merely saying we need to consider bold and creative methods of achieving our ends. The game is rigged. Why play by rules crooked magisters already exploit? Clear the board and start over. If they're gone, we can fill the magisterium with those who respect the office. Then we'll actually see progress.
So now the events of Dragon Age 1, isn't that something like 10, 15 years ago at this point? I don't exactly remember the but I know it's something like that, isn't it?
You want me to choose who will be Archon? But I'm not even from here. I can't decide.
Then talk to the ones who are. See what they say. Asher and Tarquin, Nev, Gallus, they're all a part of this, just as you are. We should all be comfortable with whatever course we take.
All right. I'll go do that.
Hey, Nev. We gotta talk. Where you at?
So, what do you think?
Lenos is gone. We got information about the Venatori's plans, the god's ritual. I'd call that a good day.
I meant about Maevaris and Dorian. We all want change. Who will be more effective in getting it?
Oh, that. You're dragging me into it?
You're the famed detective. What's the right call?
This isn't a murder.
Politics is murder. Isn't that what they always say?
Maevaris Talani has been in this game for decades. She's dedicated and ruthless when she needs to be. Dorian Parvis is a wild card. Flashy and inventive, he'll keep his enemies on their toes. But if you're asking me, I'd go with Maevaris. She'll inspire people, show them that the Magisterium can be better than it is. Right now, after the gods and everything else, that's what this city needs. What we all need.
Thanks, Nev. That helps.
That's what I'm here for.
I feel like out of all the people that I talk to, they're going to be split down the middle as well.
Grand news about Lenos. One less crooked Templar in town.
The city will be better off with them gone.
We can hope.
Lenos made my life miserable. Rana's too.
I hear he started out different. Maybe he once cared about something other than gold. But I didn't know that, Lenos. And I'm not going to mourn the one I did. Still, I'll thank the bastard for writing everything down. And delivering it to us all neat.
Dorian and Maevaris still have to decide what to do with everything we got from Lenos.
Mercer... Nobody cares.
I just don't know enough about Tevinter to know what's best for its people.
I suspect this decision will determine Tevinter's path for years to come.
Then Dorian's way is my choice. He knows you don't stop to talk when you find a hole in the enemy's defenses.
Dorian is a brash rebel.
And Maevaris too much of a romantic.
I think the people will appreciate Maevaris returning as the leader they've always wanted to see.
No. They'll appreciate their lives actually changing for the better.
What do you think might happen, depending on who leads?
With May, she gets power back again. Gets one more shot at changing Tevinter from the top down. Worst that could happen is nothing. But that's what you risk when all you rely on is hope. But with Dorian...
We could get chaos, strife. Things might get harder before they get easier. If they get easier.
I'll take my chances.
And whoever leads will have the Shadow Dragon's support, right?
Count on it.
We'll keep fighting. For Dorian. Or for Maevaris.
What else is there to do in this town, anyway? It rains all the damn time.
It's like Seattle.
Peacemaker. A full quarter of the Magisterium supporting a cult. Bending the knee to these risen old gods just for a taste of more power. Can they not see they're only tools for the gods? So they can destroy the world?
Demanding intelligence, rationality, and self-awareness from our peers. You ask too much, Maevaris.
Look at me. Such a fool.
Ah, it's Rook. You spoke with the others.
What do you think? Who should be leading the charge from here on?
What happens after it's decided who'll lead?
Well, Lenos is gone, the cult's numbers are down, and they're scrambling to prepare for the god's ritual. They'll be distracted. It's a perfect opportunity to get our preparations in order.
All plans contingent on surviving the current disaster, of course.
Here we go.
Maevaris should lead.
I will not squander the opportunity. That is my promise to you all.
And May will have my full support, of course, for when enemies get in our way.
They will. It is Tevinter, after all.
The risen gods are still causing chaos. The people will need your voice to keep them fighting.
Oh, they will fight. This city has strength enough to stand against any so-called gods. We will win the day, and after that, we will win a brighter Tevinter for all of us.
Hey, look at that. Too bad there wasn't a third option about just having them lead together or whatever. All right, was there any other quests in this zone? I don't think so. All right. So let's go to here. Oh, I didn't get a chance to change companions? That's fine.
Good! Again!
Wait, where's the, here we go. So I need to change to, Darwin. Whenever I'm in a, like, around a particular faction or if I'm in a certain zone, I like to run certain companions. Except for Balara, who's always with me. This is Grey Warden territory, so we need all the wardens.
Hey, Antoine. Evka.
I can still hear it. Though it is giving me a headache.
Please be careful.
With the container? It's very sturdy. I tested it.
What? When? And how?
Am I interrupting?
No. Our study of the new blight continues.
We know the gods changed the blight. We think it changed more than they realized, or altered itself after.
It's answering to something other than gods.
You want to know one thing that this game did incredibly well? Like, I think this is the best Dragon Age game when it comes to not companions. I mean, it did a great job with companions, but side characters. Like, one of the great things about Mass Effect, in addition to the companions, were like a lot of the side characters. Like, this game has so many great side characters.
It's still spreading and it's still killing people. Seems our job is the same.
At least the part that matters.
So what's the Blight answering to?
Remember the strange call I heard after the Lavendale battle? It was here, in the wetlands.
We think the source is out a ways, towards the redoubt.
I can tell it's something large, rooted. A construct of the Blight itself. An eruption controlling the rest. What that could mean. Everything that calls the Blight impacts the Wardens. We withstand it. But gods, archdemons, it all adds strain.
If the eruption calls the Blight, then it could mess with us too. Spark the calling sooner. We'll lose ourselves, along with the wetlands.
Antoine, you hear whispers in the Blight, more than me and Evka. Are you?
Yes. A little sensitive, but it's not calling to me. Not yet. Like everyone else, I'll know when that changes.
So how do I help?
Figured you'd be in. Remember those samples you found when we first arrived? Based on our studies, Antoine made an alchemical flame. It's impressive. It should destroy the eruption.
Theoretically. At least the last batch was stable. Mostly.
But if the eruption's controlling the Blight and it gets attacked, then the Blight around Lavendale might respond.
Yes, its roots are everywhere, and spreading. I can feel them.
These people can't lose their Blight experts. I can go after the eruption.
While we guard against nasty side effects here.
Stay safe. Or as safe as you can.
I've no fear when Evka's at my back.
You've always got me.
The Blight poisons so much. Water, plants, animals, people. Some would call the wetlands dead already. But they're not. It's not too late. Whatever the eruption means for the Wardens, we can leave this place better. It's what we're supposed to do.
We'll take our stand in the sheltered glade. Meet us there when you're done.
By the way, chat, did you know that it was a Grey Warden tradition to make the initiates run through the wetlands and see if they can make it and not get killed by the crocodiles on the road? That's what I heard. It's pretty rough.
Does Arlathan have a lot of truffles?
Probably. Why?
For the griffins. Darkspawn won't get Lavendale.
Were you worried before?
No, Evka had a plan.
Rook, good to see you.
Okay, so this shop is also not maxed out. Oh, we're so close. Yeah, there's multiple things in this shop that I actually like need.
Back to it.
So mental note, chat, we gotta max out that Grey Warden shop.
Be ready.
I'm always ready.
Ranged incoming.
Keep it coming, Rook.
There's all that exploding over there.
Trouble coming.
Ranged incoming.
There's something in here. It's not good.
Is it ever something good? We've got your back.
That's why I brought a second Grey Warden on this fight. My spider sense is tingling. We got some blight going on in here.
The eruption's on the other side of that barrier.
We'll need to cut off the tendrils to break through.
Right. And also, those darkspawn. Have to deal with them.
Got it.
Looks like we're doing this.
Nope. Hold position.
All right. Better move before more darkspawn show up.
One for us.
There's red everywhere here.
Up there! That ledge! We can destroy the tendrils from there.
Good call. There's also a ballista up here.
A ballista.
Never turn down one of those.
We're through.
Let's see what's at the heart of this.
What else can I destroy? That's a lot of red.
What is... Is that the blight eruption?
Oh, wow, that's, big.
The darkspawn are protecting it. We need to take them out.
That's why we're here. We're professional hunters. Okay. Give me a wombo combo.
I can hear that eruption. Spreading blight. We need to stop this.
Hitting us from range. Hitting us from range.
Blight him up. Ultimate ready. Pop it.
Took him down clean. Behind you.
Hold.
Trouble behind you.
Talk to me.
The eruption is like an echo in my head.
Then let's shut that echo down together.
It's hurting my brain.
Nice hit.
There's gotta be another one. What the heck? Oh. Hi.
The Blight. Keep going.
We won't give in.
Nice one, Rook.
Trouble! Go! Go!
This is it. Let's get that eruption.
Ready here.
All right. We strike and the whole thing goes up.
Move to a safe. Oh, there's a chest over here. That's gonna go up a rarity.
All right. Time to destroy this thing.
I think we got it. Uh-oh.
The Blight eruption was...
We knew the Blight had changed, but I didn't expect that.
It's what Antoine's been hearing. It was spreading Blight through the wetlands. Further, maybe. When we hit it.
The way that thing was knotted together, I bet they heard it in Lavendel.
Okay, it's gonna be quicker if I quick travel back. It's kind of a long run. What do
So
you have?
you fight dragons. Make sure your gear stays sharp.
I was gonna say, I thought there was some other vendors in here. I'm gonna buy that. Actually, I'm gonna buy all this. See what that stuff looks like. Got 25 of those. Or, yeah. Okay.
Keep your guard up.
Do you sell stuff too? No?
When you sense the darkspawn, how do you tell if they're close or far? You just...
There's a big chest back there.
They aren't blighted. Were they dormant?
Maybe. They're beautiful. Much like you. Ah, Rook, hi.
I knew when you hit that eruption, the blight around Lavendel reacted. And there was a sound in it, like nothing we've heard before.
What happened in there? What was it like?
I think they were gonna make out and I interrupted them.
I've never seen blight like that. And it felt different, like something under my skin.
Then you sense it too. So much has changed.
When the eruption was destroyed, some of the bigger tendrils pulled back. The remaining blight won't vanish overnight, but it's a good sign. And this place opened up.
The flowers here, they managed to survive, buried, untouched. They have a chance to return now.
That's interesting. So, like, is there an option for us to not stop the blight? I guess.
That's incredible. I wasn't expecting flowers.
It's what we're here to do, to make this possible again.
We thought the Grey Warden's purpose would end when the last archdemons died.
And that time's almost here. It's unbelievable.
The Order is those of us left now. When the archdemons fall, some wardens will hang up their swords. Until they're calling, at least.
So the Wardens are finished?
No, our numbers may get smaller, but Efka and I will be here. Others will stay too.
There's still blight in the world. There's something new calling to it. And to us.
There's blight inside us too. If it changed out there, have we changed as well?
What matters is that if new evils show up, we'll be here to keep them back.
Are you two doing okay? Seriously?
I'm good. I've got everything I need right here.
Me too.
Aww.
Do you really think something inside us has changed?
It's possible. Or maybe we're the same. But does that mean we'll be the same? The blight feels different. We know that already. The sound of it is changing. We know that too.
What that means, we don't know yet.
I'm a warden. Whatever I'm doing at the lighthouse. Who knows what's next?
Sounds exciting, if you ask me.
And you have us, no matter who or where you are.
The blight feels relentless most of the time. We see what it does up close.
The world dying, how it spreads. But we keep going.
And look, these flowers can make it back.
The blight. We really can do something about it.
Of course we can.
Helps to see it's true, though.
Lavendel was named for flowers. They must have been everywhere before. When we get back...
We can stay here a bit longer first.
Oh, yes. I thought I heard birds earlier. Maybe we can find them?
It's pretty good stuff. That's 400 Grey Warden strength. Was that enough for the vendor, I wonder?
The wetlands aren't fully healed.
But some places barely come back at all.
Yeah. Pushing back the blight. It's possible.
Alright, here we go. Alright, nothing too crazy there, but still. How close am I to that main vendor? It's just around the corner to like the left. I just want to see if I've got it done.
Blight's retreating. The Warden's won.
We work together.
Yeah.
It's not over yet, child.
You're keeping busy.
Boom. Done. Alright. Let's spend a bunch of money now. Cool. Wow. This weapon completely ignores enemy defense and your penetration is applied as a bonus damage. What? Okay.
Whoa, legendary!
What in here do I need to all grab? Let's grab this. Let's grab this. What's this rune? Okay. This is currently equipped. Let's do that. That I don't necessarily need. Let's grab that. Let's grab this. Okay. I think we can wait on the rest of that.
All right, then.
All right, let's take a gander here. Huh. That sword is a +1. Is all. 20% critical damage. Now the one I have on is better. And that's just a slight quick upgrade. Chest piece. We're good there. Alright, so do we have a better sword for you now? I mean, technically it's a +2. It's not... It's basically a trade-off. We'll just stay with what you have. It's fine. Yeah, let's swap that out. So here we have a legendary equipped. And technically that's not necessarily better. All right, over here we were working on this tree over here. Grab. Oh, sorry. Grab this. And that. Harding, what do you have? Whoops. Max levels 50 in this game? If so, I'm just gonna wait till 50 and then I'll do my last 3 points. Does that sound right, chat? $50's max? Okay. I thought so. Alright, cool. Well, chat, we will continue this on Wednesday. Tomorrow we're going to jump back into Civ 7 and keep doing our first look at that. So yeah, right now Dragon Age is Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Civ is Tuesday, Thursday. There's also a chance that I'm not going to stream Thursday. If I can manage to get out of the snow and go see the new Marvel movie. So we'll see how much snow I get. Yeah, it's snowing right now and it's supposed to snow like a lot on Wednesday, so. I brought all my work stuff home so I don't have to go into the office if I don't want to. Right now it's looking like I'm probably working from home tomorrow at least half the day. I don't know, we'll see. I don't like the work from home thing. I actually prefer going to the office. Plus, my setup here is just not optimal. So the one that's out this week is the next Captain America movie. Which I feel like of the 4 movies, or no, is it 3? 3 coming out this year? I feel like it's the weakest one. Because I think Fantastic Four looks really good. And I think Thunderbolts is just going to be a lot of fun. But for Thunderbolts, I'm behind a little bit. It's like, I haven't seen the Black Widow movie yet, so I gotta do that. And then, and JT might be able to answer this. So Yelena, was Yelena in either Hawkeye or Echo? Because if so, I'm gonna have to finish those shows. And technically, I have not finished Falcon Winter Soldier. Because I think Valentine is introduced in that show. But yeah, like the Captain America movie just takes place after... Essentially, it's a pickup from Endgame, essentially. Like, I don't think there's any required viewing... Well, I'm trying to remember. Was Falcon Winter Soldier was after Endgame. So I guess it'd be Falcon Winter Soldier. She was in Hawkeye. Okay, so I gotta finish Hawkeye then. But Thunderbolts isn't for a while, so. So no, I have not seen the Black Widow movie. So I gotta watch Black Widow, I gotta finish Hawkeye, and I gotta finish Winter Soldier Falcon. I think I only had like 1 or 2 episodes left of that show. But I don't think there's anything in that show that happened that I don't know about. So I can probably just not watch it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Because this new Captain America movie has 2 bad guys that we're aware of from the trailer. Well, Red Hulk, is he really a bad guy? It's like one of them gray deals. It's like sometimes Hulk is a bad guy, sometimes he's not. But Giancarlo, he's playing... Is it Leader? Is that who his character is? Which is a character that I don't know that much about. That's like one of them deeper Marvel characters. Yeah, even like in Thunderbolts, how they're introducing Sentry / Void. And again, it's a character that I don't know that much about. Oh, Red Hulk is bad, but he just realize he isn't the one calling the shots.
Oh, we received another letter from Teya and Viago. They send their thanks.
I drew up more plans to deal with the remaining canal issues in Treviso. Won't be easy or quick, but...
This is probably a deeper conversation for another time. I know there's also a Grey Hulk, but I don't know how a Grey Hulk fits into any of this. There's also Hulkling, but isn't Hulkling Bruce Banner's son? And then there's, of course, She-Hulk. I don't know if we'll ever see her again. I think there's rumors that she's going to be in one of the Avengers movies coming up. Because I think here recently, because there was a bunch of rumors circulating that, like, Chris Evans and Scarlet and like a bunch of the classic Avengers were going to be in the new one, and now a lot of them have come out and they're like, no, we are not in this movie or any of them. We're done or whatever. And then it's been confirmed that Doctor Strange is not in the next Avengers, but he's gonna have a bigger role in the one that follows. So, also I think they're trying to set up Young Avengers.
We'll practice for next.
So I guess we'll see what they'll do with that. So Agatha is another series that I haven't seen. I've heard really, really good things about Agatha, and I think Agatha introduces, well, we've already been kind of introduced to Wanda's kids, but that series, I think they both play a much bigger role, from what I understand. You got, what, Wiggin and... Is it just Wiggin and Speed? Is that the two kids? I gotta resave now. So yeah, hopefully I can get caught up a little bit. But yeah, anyway, guys, yeah, we'll wrap it up right there. We can talk more about Marvel tomorrow. So, hope you guys have a great rest of your day or evening wherever you are in the world. And we'll see you guys tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central for the next one. So, have a good night, and we'll see you later, guys. Bye. Stay warm. Don't get snowy.